Today we're going to go over what Frank's best map is, how to push him to 500, and also where in the heck is the Community Roundtable. Information on that coming right up. Hey everyone, what's happening? Lex back today for another Brawl Stars video, and today we are going to be going over a couple different things. First off, we are going to be talking about Frank's best map here in Gym Grab. What is it? What comp should you play? How you should play it? And how you can get your Frank to 500 actually pretty easily. So let's talk about that, as well as we're going to go over where is the Community Roundtable. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me, Lex, where is the Community Roundtable? Why hasn't it been released yet? When's it going to be released? And all the information pertaining to that. So I'm going to tell you what I can tell you today. But first, let's talk about Frank. All right, so Frank here, Bone Box has got to be his best Gym Grab map. Actually, Frank is really good in most stuff right now, but in Gym Grab, I would say that Bone Box is his best map. And the reason why that is that those barriers in the center that you can really hide behind, as well as from those spots, you can use his super to really control the entire map. Just anywhere on the map, he can almost reach, especially with this extra range that he's got on his super. It is crazy right now. I think that Frank's going to have to get a nerf. Hey, I got mine to 500, so whatever, but I think Frank's going to have to get a little nerf, and I don't think it's his range that's going to get the nerf. Honestly, what I think that really feels like what I feel like needs to happen is that he needs to make it to where his super doesn't charge so quickly, because if you use your super and you land it, as long as the person's not almost dead already, which you usually don't want to use your super on somebody who's almost dead, you can, but it's then harder to build it back up. So you use your super, you stun them, you hit off 3 more shots, and voila, you've got your super again. And while they're stunned, you're going to land 3 more shots as long as that person has a decent amount of health. So it's really it's a little unfortunate that it's so easy for Frank to build up his super just like that so quick. So you can go from super to super just nonstop, and it's so controlling that I think that that's what's probably going to get changed. I don't know. This is no inside knowledge. This is just me speculating, but I think that Frank would be better served not by nerfing his range, but by nerfing his super regeneration. So that's my idea on nerfing Frank, but here in Bone Box is probably his best Gym Grab map. Now, as for a comp that you want to play, there's a few different, there's actually quite a bit different, ones that you can play. Frank, of course, but with the other 2 brawlers, there's a couple different things that you can play. One is for your gym carrier, we were using Jessie here, and Jessie just got a buff recently as well, and so she does really well. She's always done well on Bone Box just because of the barriers and how easy it is to place her turret inside, and then it becomes really controlling. If you're sitting there shooting your super with your star power, it gets really hard to remove, and people have a hard time getting rid of Jessie. So Jessie is a good one. Pam works really well too. We played some with Pam, and she worked very well. You'll see in this gameplay we use both Jessie and Pam. Doodle Bob was playing Jessie right here, but I think that he preferred Pam. Pam does a lot of damage, man. Whenever she's up close especially, she does so much damage, and if you combine her with Frank, there's so much health that people have to go through that it's really hard to rack through that health. So Pam is a good one as well. Poco still works really well. Poco may have got a nerf, but Poco is still really good. That nerf wasn't like a crazy substantial nerf. Poco is still in a very good place. So don't be afraid to use Poco, Frank. And then for your third support brawler, Yump here is playing Spike, which is a little bit, it's a great solid choice. And plus Yump is really good. Not only with Spike, but pretty much everybody. He's just a really good player. But you can play Rico. You can play Primo. The standard old Poco, Primo, Frank comp still works really, really well. And also, we saw some people playing Ricochet. Ricochet works really well in Bone Box. Nita, of course. There's a wide variety of brawlers that you can play on this map. But a good solid gym carrier, which the best 3 probably right now are still Jessie, Poco, and Pam. Penny's really good too. She is a little bit higher skill cap, but she can absolutely work as well. Any of the gym carriers, along with Frank and then some other really good support brawler, and you're sitting pretty. Honestly, you're sitting pretty. Okay, so those are my basic comps for Bone Box, using Frank, that is, which you want to use Frank on Bone Box. You'll see in this gameplay that you'll see a lot of Frank because he's just really, really good on this map. You want to go towards the inside with Frank. He works best when he's set on the inside because, again, once you got that position on the inside, people are so afraid to get close and get in his range because, again, only a few hits, he builds up that super, and then he just becomes so controlling, so hard to get around. It just makes it really tough. So inside is a good spot for Frank. You can play him outside. I don't think he works as well. So, okay, so you guys have been asking me, hey, Lex, where in the heck is this community roundtable, and why haven't we seen it yet? What's taking so long? Okay, so part of this is my fault, all right? I'll take the blame because when I made the post over on Reddit, I put in there, well, actually, I mainly just straight up copied the text that Kairos had been using for the previous roundtables because I was kind of hosting this one, so it was my duty to put up the post for it, and I wanted to anyway, and I just copied over the text, and normally when we're doing the stuff, it takes only, a couple weeks, and when one of us is editing it only takes us a day or so to get it edited. However, then we found out that we were going to be going to Finland for this community roundtable, and that put a big delay on what was going to be happening. And so I put in the post there, I wanted to update you guys earlier, but I couldn't really because I couldn't say we were going to Finland. So I kind of had to wait and leave you guys hanging a little bit. And I apologize for that, but I updated you guys and let you guys know what was going on. So from that point on, we went to Finland. We recorded the community roundtable, and Brawl Stars is the one editing it now. But Kairos and me and or Trickshot, we have nothing to do with it now. It's all in the hands of Brawl Stars. And the reason why it's taking so long is because, well, we did a lot of talking. You guys know us in the community roundtables. We like to talk a lot, and there's a lot of topics to discuss. You guys put out a lot of great questions or good responses to the questions, and so I didn't really. They have a lot of stuff to edit. There was like 5 cameras, multiple audios, and then on top of that, I think the big thing that we're really waiting on right now is that they have to caption this for multiple different languages because they always put out closed captions with their videos, which is great, for the people who don't natively speak English. So that's all we're waiting on. We're waiting on for them to caption it and edit it. We're not waiting on anything specific. Like they're not. Like for a Brawl Talk sometimes in the past, what they've done is we'll record the video and they'll hold it until the certain spot until the update is ready. It usually takes them a while to edit those as well. And then they'll hold it until, right before the update is ready to go. They'll publish it and then they'll say, hey, update's coming. That way it all lines up really well. That's not happening with this video. This video is being edited and put out as soon as possible. Again, it's just a lot of work to do. So that's what the status of the community roundtable discussion is that it's being edited and captioned. And as soon as that's done, it will be put out on the official Brawl Stars channel. So we're really looking forward to that. I will be glad that you guys will get to see us, interact with your feedback, and that's going to be a really good time. So there. Now you guys know all that I know about what's going on with Community Roundtable post. Let's hop right in here to these last couple matches before I got my Frank to 500, and which was kind of interesting because these last matches, they were actually against the same people. There was actually one match in between here, but we were playing Bone Box. Everything was going groovy, and we played this team right here: Furball, Kunal, and somebody else's name I didn't quite catch. It looked like some sort of Indian name. I'm not sure, but these guys are really good. I mean, they had higher trophies than me for sure, and they had lower brawlers, so the guys are good players. But again, like I was talking about, you want to go inside right here. So I went inside, we cleared them all out, and then I'm going to go ahead and try to take a pretty strong position. I see Frank coming up there. I didn't mean to hit right there. I thought about using my super, but then I knew he probably backed off, so I was guessing right here. Totally guessed, but I did guess right and caught him with my super and was able to take him out. He does have his super now as well. That's kind of one of the breaks of it there. Whenever you get in Frank versus Frank war, it's pretty much whoever lands that first hit, and or if you have the level, you can just sit there and spam auto aim on them. while they're standing right there, and it's, someone's going to die and you're both going to have your supers. That's just kind of the way it goes. But I was able to catch him with a good surprise super there off the beginning. That Frank, that time, he's like, I'm on to your tricks. I almost got both of them. I tried to. I ended up getting Furball and taking him out, which is fine. I killed their gym carrier. That's completely fine by me. And I got my super off before he got his off right there. And also, if you ever on a Frank on Frank, whoever gets their super off first is absolutely going to win that battle, because especially if you both get them off at near the same time, whoever lands theirs first, you wasted the other person's, and it's really beneficial to you. So don't be afraid to flick that super really quick and get that off there. And then so Bonebox ended. We didn't realize it, and so we hop into another match here, and well, we got a Bonebox comp playing Deep Hollows here, and they absolutely went with a normal comp. So they have a Mortis who they played Mortis strictly to counter a thrower, because you're almost always going to counter a thrower on this map. Well, surprise, surprise, we absolutely did not have a thrower because we had a Bonebox combo. Hey, it happens sometimes, but their thrower here has got the advantage on us. So luckily here, I run up here. I killed Poco, but I really can't get those gems because they're about to respawn. So I just let them go. I, made their Poco respawn for 5 more seconds. It really wasn't that beneficial, but hey, you know what? When you want to get a shot off and kill somebody, you got to. And then right there, I went for a super, and it's a great super by their Dynamite. Interrupted mine, and they ended up killing me. So that's actually a really nice play. But we've got a pretty sizable advantage here. 6 gems to 2, now 3. So we're in a good spot. So I kind of take up my position. I get hit with the super, but again, Frank has so much health that it's kind of like, okay, I can take that on the chin. I get a position here where nobody can really hit me, and I just wait, just chill, wait for my health to regain. I don't need to rush in there. It doesn't need to go crazy. We're in a really strong position. I miss my super, completely miss it. Mortis goes through me, and then Poco went off to the left. I thought for a second there I might get both of them. No, did not. But that's okay. That's okay. We are, like I said, 9. We just need 1 more. And we have so much health and so much power here that they really can't do much. So I'm just coming in there. I think, do I use them as my super here? I do. Do I catch him? I do. I get Dynamite. But then Poco kills me. But it doesn't matter. It's long enough to hold him up, push him back enough, take off enough health that our guys were be able to regain position, grab that final 10th gem, and now all I'm doing is I'm just rushing them. I'm just bum rushing them. It doesn't matter if I die. All I want to do is just put pressure on them, hold them back so that we can take those 10 gems, now 11, and secure the victory. So you'll see right here that I get my 500 Frank. He gets up to 502. So thanks to Yump and the guys there for playing with me. That was a lot of fun. We sat there on voice chat for a couple hours playing Frank. I think I grinded like 130 trophies. It was a good time. So Frank on Bonebox, give it a shot for yourself. You're going to get really good results as long as he is as strong as he is right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now you know what's coming to the Community Roundtable. But that's going to be it for today. And always, until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Lex out. Yeah, whatever you do not watch any more of those videos or subscribe to Lex. Yeah, he may have some pretty good content, but you do not, I repeat, do not want to watch any more videos or subscribe. That's what we call the reversage of the psychologies.